Today, I have the distinct pleasure of speaking with Barry Baim from West High Yield Resources. How are you, Barry?
Good morning, Tracy. Pleasure to speak with you. I'm fine. How are you?
Well, I'll tell you, after the investor talk this morning, we're all excited about what's happening with West High Yield Resources. We're looking at possible production as early as late fall this year. Is that correct?
Well, that's what we're optimistically planning for. We hope to have all conditions that were associated with the mine tax permit that was awarded in October, completed by mid-June, and that's a trigger point to allow us to start ground disturbance, hopefully as early as July.
And of course, this is not just a new critical mineral play. This company's been in process for 18 years, and we have magnesium, iron, nickel, silica. Did I get them all?
Yes, so uh, we have probably one of the more preeminent um, critical mineral resources in North America right now, which is magnesium, silica, nickel, and iron pigment. Um, that's we're at a critical time here when industrial supply and North American sourcing are increasingly important, and our focus is on this permitting advancement and getting into construction of the mine and shipping this year, which is a huge milestone for a junior to get not only the permit, but actually get into construction phase and commercialization. So it's an exciting year for us.
Now, of course, you have numerous critical minerals we're all hunting for, but some of my experts and analysts are telling me that magnesium could be the next tungsten bull market here this fall. Can you tell us why magnesium is so alluring to these experts?
Well, magnesium, first and foremost, has so many applications and can be a tremendous value add to so many different products. Um, it's in lightweighting of commercial vehicles, consumer vehicles, and in any type of transportation vehicle. Trying to put magnesium into it to try and reduce weight, less energy, less CO2 emissions in internal combustion engines to even electric vehicles. It can be used in battery chemistry, which is really exciting because it'll make batteries last longer, charge quicker, not be volatile and subject to any fires, and less costly. So what does that do? That allows me to put that into whatever vehicle I have for less money and more consumer adoption down the road. Yeah, so I mean, magnesium plays a role in so many verticals as a result, and we're extremely blessed that an onshore secure supply chain of this size will be needed and in demand.
Okay, it's my understanding that there is no production of magnesium in North America at this time. Is that correct?
That is, there was a facility down in the United States that shut down a few years ago, US Mag in Salt Lake. And right now, we would be, as I say, the largest magnesium project I believe, in North America. So we're excited about that because not only do we have a generational size resource, but we utilize 94% of the ore and extract, as I said, those other complementary critical minerals in silica, nickel, and iron. So it's a full use ore in applications in with silica in the computer industry, in the fiber optics, in glass, computer glass, AI chips, and we all know that that's only going to explode and expand at a very rapid pace.
And of course, location and infrastructure is a very competitive for you. I believe you were saying in the investor talk meeting that there is a project very close to you, less than 2 kilometers away, that has had literally nearly $2 billion invested in it.
What we're fortunate to have, is that we have roads proximate to our mine site. We only have to build a small access road of 1.8 kilometers. That's a huge cost to a lot of mines who are discovered in the middle of nowhere and need to build 30 or 40 kilometers of worth of highway to get there. We have power basically running through our property. We have natural gas adjacent to our property. We have a proximate workforce in the area because we're probably eight kilometers away from a number of communities that have a history in mining. So we're fortunate because our startup costs will be low as a result of that, and and it allows us to get up and running much quicker than many other mines might. So we're excited about the prospects of getting this up and running in the very near future.
So you've got the infrastructure. You've been investing in this project for the last 18 years. You're about to turn the lights on potentially as early as this late fall. Is there anything else we should be looking forward to, of course, this summer?
Well, the next big milestone for us will actually have the completion of the permit conditions, which I spoke to earlier this morning, which is forestry. We have the draft permit there. Transportation, we have the draft permit in place. With water and air, we have those draft permits in place. So we're excited to have those completed, which we expect to be sometime in June. And if that's the case, then we have some financing that we have lined up to allow us to begin construction in July. So that would be the next big milestone that we're working towards and excited to achieve.
And for all of you critical mineral bugs that are out there, I think one of the competitive elements, of course, to West High Yield Resources is the percentage and the grade of the magnesium. Is that correct?
First of all, yes, thanks, Tracy. That's a great question. The magnesium is at 24.65%, which is very high grade in the ore. And along with that, we have the silica, nickel, and iron. When we go through to extract those critical minerals from the ore, we utilize 94% of that ore. The other 6% becomes just a fill construction material. So in essence, 100% of this ore is usable. We're not not like a copper mine, for example, that will have to do a bunch of on the mountain processing, get it down to a concentrate before they ship it. We have a small environmental imprint or footprint as a result because all we're doing is basically a quarry. We're blasting, crushing, and shipping off the mountain. And then it goes into trucks and it's off to be extracted. We're really excited about getting something going on North American continent with respect to an extraction facility, and have had conversations with various provinces and states about their interest in having that happen. And that's a future-oriented down the road a couple of years, but we feel it's important, and we know the demand's going to be there again because of this whole geopolitical froth and the carrot and the stick. Whoever has control of the critical minerals, and at this point, China does have that control.
West High Yield Resources also has an offtake agreement in place for once you start producing. Is that correct?
Yeah, so we have a definitive agreement in place with a company that is going to take our magnesium ore that has the magnesium, silica, nickel, and iron in it, and they'll take it offshore and develop or they have an extraction process. And then they'll be selling those critical minerals back into clients in North America. So that's for the first 2 years. That generates over 30 million USD each of those 2 years. And then our future plans are to look at what's required to amend our permit, increase our volume, and go to the next step so that we can not only satisfy this client's future demand and ask, but also build and supply our own onshore extraction facility. So it's a lot of exciting things ahead for this company.
For those of you going, wow, I need to hear more about West High Yield Resources, please go to the following website. And Barry, as always, it is a pleasure.
Thank you very much, Tracy, for having me. Again, this is a tremendous resource, a generational opportunity at a time that it's needed. We're excited, and I thank you for your time. You have a great day.